Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm Rose. In today's video, I am bringing you a speed build in San Sequoia. Recently, we got two new kits, and one of them was a greenhouse themed kit, which inspired me to want to build a greenhouse build of some nature, pun intended. I was then inspired further by an IRL house that had this beautiful sunroom off of the side of it. I'll pop up a reference photo somewhere here in the video. So with the new EP growing together and the new greenhouse kit releasing and this house with a beautiful sunroom on the side of it, I created this. I heavily inspired the front of the build by the reference, but obviously the back of it's different because in real life most of the houses are just flat in the back. So I did my own thing in the back, but the front is very much inspired by the actual real life build. So I absolutely adore how it turned out. This house is on a lot in San Sequoia that comes with that tree on it, that big, like, what is it, weeping willow or something? I don't remember the size, 15 by 20 maybe. So anyways, the house IRL isn't too large, but also features a garage on the side of the lot. And this lot had the perfect driveway start on the sidewalk, so it was meant to be, basically. The house ends up being 2 bedrooms, 1 bath. It has a pretty spacious living room, and the kitchen and dining is 1 room, but has room for 4 Sims to eat at. And honestly, you could sleep 4 Sims here if you swapped the kids' bedroom around a bit, added a second bed under the bunk. It could definitely sleep 4 Sims comfortably. Off the kitchen and dining is the sunroom, and that is where I used all of the new kit items in it, as well as sprinkled around like the outside of the build. I made a garage, but you know, it's more of a shed obviously because we can't actually make garages in The Sims 4, where, you know, I just basically made it storage mostly, but has the flowering arranging table in it for a small bit of functionality. There's a back patio area with a table and a grill, lots of planters and outdoor laundry, a swing set for kids. I even put this little tree stump that comes with cottage living that the bunnies come out of by the gardening area. So, you know, I imagine that a Sim who is a gardener, you know, they either do it for their job or by a major hobby would live here. This build is heavily focused on gardening and flowers, a plant lover's dream basically. This Sim grows their own food, you know, type of love for gardening. Like they grow their own food, which was perfect with the greenhouse or sunroom right off the kitchen. I'd imagine they'd probably walk in there and gather their tomatoes and cucumbers for their lunch, something like that. You know, I definitely imagine them using that sunroom well. I also didn't put a ton of electronics in this house. I put the old box TV that comes in the new kit in the living room because I imagine that Sim who lives here doesn't really spend a lot of time inside watching TV. But I did put a game table and some puzzle and like game clutter in the living room because I think they would really enjoy those things more than actual TV. The house kind of seems like it is an old home that was well taken care of. I imagine that the kid that lives here is really creative as well, but in a craft type of way rather than, you know, they don't have a passion for plants as much. So the bedroom kind of reflects that with the new friendship bracelet kit from Growing Together, some of the craft supplies clutter. I also put the doctor toy thing in their bedroom. I just think of this family to be such a caring and wholesome type of family. One the whole neighborhood knows, and that they would help out anyone that's in trouble. Now, I know I've been missing from YouTube kind of for about the last month. Other than making a short, I've been extremely busy IRL with multiple things. Springtime is hectic when it comes to outdoor chores. I have 2 properties, 5 acres in totals that I'm taking care of, and my husband is in the military, so he's had a lot of stuff going on in his career. So it's been a very hectic time with very little time to sit down and be creative. I'm outside all day, and I'm just trying to get back into it finally because things are kind of starting to level out where we're not trying to get on top of things so much. I'm sure many of you didn't even notice I wasn't here, but if any of you did, you know, I am doing good and I will be back full swing next week. So I'm definitely like very build inspired right now. So expect at least 2 more speed builds coming in the next few weeks, as well as hopefully an episode of Not So Berry, like the first episode of Not So Berry season 2. We are starting Rose Gen, and I'm really excited to get started with that phase of this challenge. I have, you know, the stories all coming together, and I'm still preparing for it a little bit and just kind of when I have time. But I'm also thinking about circling back to the scenario I started last year. I believe it was last year. The aliens stole my parents scenario. I started that but never did a follow-up video. Would you guys be interested in another episode to finish it off, or should I just put it to rest, leave it be kind of thing? Let me know in the comments what you think, if you would be interested in seeing more, you know, or if I should just move on to other things. Now, speaking of other things, the last thing that I was planning on chatting about today was other games on this channel. I know I've mentioned it here and there, and I've kind of talked about it on Twitter a little bit, but this channel is a Sims channel and would be pretty much staying mostly Sims focused, but when the occasional burnout comes along that every Simmer gets every now and then, instead of trying to force myself to sim when I'm not in the mood, I kind of would like to be able to play other games when I am having burnout. And I was just curious if you guys actually would be interested in that, because I am very interested in trying to play some other things right now. I posted a short, as I mentioned before, and it was an unboxing of the new Tears of the Kingdom Nintendo Switch. Now, I am very likely going to be doing an LP of Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom on this channel, as well as getting back to my normal Sims 4 content. I am really interested in expanding this channel to more than just The Sims, but obviously it would still be heavily Sims focused, but I'd just like to sprinkle in some variety at some point, and maybe one day actually become a full-blown variety gamer. But it will still be Sims focused on this channel, and you know, I'm just making plans, just talking through my ideas, because I want to know what you guys want to see. Do you guys only want to see Sims content? Would you be okay with occasionally having another video in there that's not Sims related? You know, let me know. And that's fine if you don't want to see other things. I still will be doing Sims content, so like you'll still get that content too. But I might post like 2 Sims videos a week and 1 of something else, you know? And I kind of want to do a variety of like let's plays of different games if they're bigger, and then also try to do like one-off videos where I might post like a 2-3 hour video playing like a little small game that's the whole game. And I definitely think that my other gaming videos will be longer videos. So instead of like a 20-30 minute video Sims LP or 30-minute video of a speed build or something like that, you know, my other gaming videos would be 2 hours long, kind of episodes like that, just because that would give me more gameplay in one video, and then there would be less of that on the channel versus the Sims content. So that's kind of what I'm thinking, just having really long LP videos of other games and then still having the regular Sims content in here, because I love the Sims at my core. I'm a Simmer, you know, but I love a lot of other games as well, and I would really like to share that passion a little more broadly than just The Sims 4, because I play so many types of games. I am a gamer at heart, so just, I don't know, something to think about, something to let me know what you guys think. Whew. I feel like I just said like a million words, but I'm actually done with my update. You know, I've said what I had to say. We're not even like halfway through the video yet, but the the build is also just starting to really come together. I love brick houses so much. Brick houses, like older brick houses, they're just like chef's kiss. I love them. They're up my alley so much. This house is very much up my alley of like style. It's like old with new, with plants, it's just beautiful. It's beautiful. And the inspiration for this house, the IRL house, is absolutely gorgeous. I have a couple other speed build ideas, like I said before also, that I definitely want to do, and they are also inspired by IRL houses. Now, the next one I'm going to do is going to be another IRL house that it's a brick house, but it somewhat resembles to me the style of like the Salvatore boarding house from Vampire Diaries. If you have ever watched the Vampire Diaries, it's like a baby version of that. It's so freaking pretty, and it's around where I live, and I drive by it every day and think that I would absolutely buy that house 100%. 100% would buy it if it was on the market, because I love it. I love it. It's my style, 100%. Now, this build came together so easily. It was like just everything fell into place beautifully. I cut out a lot of the footage actually of the floor plan. You really don't see the floor plan or like all of the outside landscaping. I show you most of everything that I can, but I had 7.5 hours of footage of this build. 7.5, okay? And it took me a couple hours last night to sift through all of it and cut out like the big chunks where I was, you know, just looking at the build and messing with it a little bit. The floor plan finally came together. I did expand the house out a little bit to like kind of really fit what I was trying to do. But I mean, it ends up being perfect. I love it. It's small. I actually initially wanted it there to be an upstairs because the house in real life actually has like, it looks like it has a small upstairs, but it just didn't fit for this house. Like the roofing would have been crazy and I didn't want the house to be too big because it was supposed to be kind of smaller. So it just wasn't in the cards for this build, but I still love it. It's still absolutely gorgeous. And I'm really actually super happy with the amount of content we have in the game right now, like build items and all of that stuff. I feel like we have a really good catalog right now. I mean, I own every pack. I know that not everybody does, but with every pack, I just feel like there is such a good array of items, especially with a lot of the newer kits and the clutter and all of the, just, I love clutter when I'm building. It's like, I just want more. Give me more. I love clutter. It's awesome. I love it. And I really tried to use, well, not necessarily use items that I don't usually use, but I just really tried to really search in the catalog deeply instead of just grabbing things that I know what they are. I was trying to look at different things that I might not have noticed before, things like that, just to try to really give more. I don't know what I'm talking about. At this point, I've been talking too long. I've been saying too many words and I don't know what I'm saying anymore. But I think I'm gonna leave you guys here. I think I'm gonna let you watch the rest of the build and just listen to the music and enjoy it. But I really hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you did, please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already. And I will see you guys next time. Bye, guys.